Hey guys, my name is Todd Derry. This is TD's Fat to Fit, your free online strength and conditioning coach in your pocket. Today we're back in the gym and we're going to talk about hamstrings and glutes, kind of the continuation of this leg series that I've been doing. Please subscribe, comment below, and share this with somebody that you think might benefit from the content. Also hit that bell notification so when I release more videos, you'll see them come out. But I do want to thank those that have subscribed so far. It's really appreciated. I can't thank you enough. This is my new career. I've got 35 years of experience and knowledge myself and training many, many other people. And I just want to give it away. So you're going to see a lot of new content coming from me. If you have ideas, questions, things that you want to learn, please comment below and I will take that and try to do videos on those questions. And as I've said in my past videos, is anything I can do, I have the ability to grow and develop incredible legs. I've done this with myself and many of my clients. I've had a lot of women clients over the years that have totally transformed their bodies, but more specifically, their butt and their legs. And the key to that is keeping it simple. Watch this video. Apply what you can, learn from it, see what you can change about your own technique and strategy, and I guarantee you will see results. Every day I'm in the gym and I see the same women doing the same exercises. Every single day they're doing straight leg deadlifts or they're doing some type of a deadlift or butt workout, extensions. And if you're doing those right, you can't do those every day. You can't. You can't do the same muscle every single day. If you're doing it right, you should be sore for 2 to 3 days, a minimum afterwards. If you're going to train the muscle appropriately, you're going to be sore for several days. The body is an incredible thing. As I've said before, we are unbelievable creatures, which can change our physiology, our anatomy in really short order. What takes us years and years to break down, we can fix in just a few months. Lose a few pounds, get more shapely, nice muscles, get better shape and proportion muscles. We can change things really quickly. So if you're in the gym time and time again, and you're not seeing change, you're doing something wrong. How drastic are my results? Am I getting towards my goal? And if the answer is no to any one of those, you're doing something wrong. But first, disclaimer time. I'm not a doctor. Cops be pulling up like I'm passing out drugs. Nah. I'm a bodybuilder, not a doctor. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. If you do have questions or concerns, call your doctor or your functional medicine practitioner. A little bit about myself. I've been in this industry for about 35 years. I've been a competitive bodybuilder since I was 17. I've been a coach and a trainer to strength athletes, to physique athletes, to bodybuilders, pro and amateur. I've helped a lot of people achieve their fitness goals over the years, from 15 years old to 75 years young, women, men, everybody. I've helped a lot of people. I've been an IFBB Physique America judge, chairman of New England, and a promoter. So I've been on the business end and the competitive end. And I've had my own weight loss journey myself multiple times. So I've learned a lot over the years. And that's what my channel is for. Truth and honest, real world strategies on what work. Not bullshit, not gimmicks. I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is what works for me and my clients. Give you the cliff notes and try to help you attain the body of your dreams the easiest, quickest way possible. Let's get into it. First is the hamstring muscles. What are the different muscles in the hamstring in the back of the leg? So this is a picture of Tom Platz and what they called the moon pose, and they actually made it illegal. Not illegal. They stopped it. The IFBB stopped all guys from doing this. Tom Platz had some crazy legs. God damn. So you see the top is the gluteus maximus, the outer larger portion of the butt, and then the kind of medial side of the butt towards the inner legs, the groin area, that's the adductor magnus. You'll see a lot of women doing that with the exercise or the machine that pulls in or pulls out. The abductors, AB abductors that pull apart, that's more for your glutes, not really for your abductors. It's more for glute minimus, I should say, glute minimus. If you sit forward on that machine and have your knees really far forward, you can get your gluteus maximus. But again, there's so many better exercises to use your time on that hit that muscle so much better than that exercise. I'd much prefer someone do straight leg deadlifts or the hamstring extensions or something like that before they do that adductor abductor machine. And then there's the meaty part of your hamstring. That's your biceps femoris and your semitendinosus. Say that 10 times fast. We'll just call it your leg bicep. Easy. It's your hamstring, but it's your leg bicep. Just like your bicep here, it's your curling of your leg. Think about it. This is the same muscle as your hamstring. Key point before we get into all this. Curling muscles are short and they are soft. They must be stretched. And I'll get into that more in a second when we talk about exercises, but it must be stretched under load to grow. So again, the four major muscles are the gluteus maximus, adductor magnus, semitendinosus, and the biceps femoris. I'm just going to call it glutes and hamstrings. Keeps it easy. But this gives you an idea as to the exact terminology of leg anatomy. Will be a test afterwards. Not really. So what I typically do on a glute workout, hamstring workout, is I start with standing lateral curls. And I do about 3 sets, 15 reps each. It's a warm-up. Just like for my quads, I put a bunch of blood in the muscle and then move on to better exercises. It's only for volumizing, giving blood to the muscle, making it bigger, and making it engorged. Any one of my first exercises is always to push as much blood in the muscle, and then it stretches that much better because it's bulbous, it's all puffed up, and then when you stretch it, it stretches that much more, so the fascia gets to stretch more, and you get more volumization and bigger growth. Second exercise is the normal conventional leg curls. You're laying prone, face down, but this is more of a little heavier workout because you're using both legs. You can go a little heavier. I usually do 2 sets only, 10 reps, and I go pretty heavy. Again, these are only warm-ups, but this is a little more effort. My major workout for my hamstrings is straight leg deadlifts. It's always been the core of my hamstring workout. It's 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps, depending on how heavy I go. As I'll say in the video, sometimes I go heavy, sometimes I don't. I can make a straight leg deadlift workout 4 sets with 1 plate, 135 pounds, and I can do real damage to my hamstrings if I keep my back absolutely straight, keep my chest up, and I'm really stretching down. I only come up to my knees, back down to my heels. You can really give a good stretch. Regardless of the weight, you can get a great workout. So you don't need a ton of weight. I like to be an asshole sometimes, so I go heavy. You'll see in the video. Okay, so we're going to do some straight leg deadlifts, which is, in my opinion, probably the best hamstring workout there is. Hamstring and butt. If you're just trying to get a great stretch, you want to feel a lot of soreness tomorrow, and you want to kill your hamstrings, straight leg deadlifts are where it's at. Even more people do this wrong, probably than any other exercise in the gym. Why? Because everybody does them. 99% of the time, they're doing it wrong. So let's do it right. When you stretch your hamstrings, you know, when we were in high school and stuff, when you try to touch your toes in a seated position, you put your legs straight out, you're sitting on the floor, try to touch your toes, that kills, right? Especially if somebody comes and pushes on your shoulders and you try to stretch out, that stretches your hamstring and it's painful. This is simply standing up and doing it while you're standing. That's all this is. As opposed to somebody pushing on my back, the bar is pulling me this way and it kills. Stretches your hamstring. Crazy. Now put weight bearing tension on that. It's even worse. This is why everybody does it wrong. So clue number 1, this doesn't hurt. You're not doing it right. Clue number 2, if your legs are more than like 5 or 10 degrees bent, you're doing it wrong. If you're not sore the next day and you can come in day after day after day and do straight leg deadlifts, you're doing it wrong. You can go heavy, you can go not heavy. Doesn't really matter. I do both. Some weeks I'll go heavy on these and go 3.5, even 4 plates just to be an asshole. And some days I just do 1 plate. You can make this exercise work at any weight if you do it correctly, if you're stretching correctly. So there's a couple signs to look for. And what are those signs? How I set up? I set up toes or feet are a little narrow. They're not shoulder. This is shoulder width for me. I'm like one step in both sides. So I'm a little narrow. Feet are straight. And usually I go in with my toes just a little bit, just like dink toe, just a couple degrees. I just get a better stretch that way. I don't think it's mandatory. I don't think it's totally necessary, but at least keep your feet straight. Because if you go like this, you're going to get a lot of butt, which if that's your direction, that's fine. But the more you point your toes, the more it's hamstring dominant. Okay, so I'm going to pull these up a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm not doing this because I've got sexy legs. I'm doing this for a reason so you can see activation happen. Yes, activation here when it's hitting here. You'll see what I mean in a second. Get your position straight, obviously. Straight back, chest up. You keep that chest up the whole way. You do not have an arch in your back when you come down. So I'm going to hold the bar so you can see my leg. Use my straps here. And I kick it up, straighten my back out. My legs are straight. And when I come down, I'm going to go all the way as low as I possibly can. And you see my legs are shaking? Go up to your knees and back down. Up to your knees. See how my legs are shaking? That's the correct form. As soon as I go like this, my legs stop shaking. Look at that. Stop shaking. If I go like this, they automatically start shaking again. That's how you know you're doing it right. When your legs are quivering, you got the tension correctly and you got your form right. And you're basically putting all the tension on your hamstrings. So let's do that again. And I'm not going to talk this time. I'm just going to do a set and you can watch the form again. Feet are straight. Go wide here. Feet are straight. Down to your heels, basically. Up to your knees and back down. Up to your knees, back down. Legs are shaking the whole time. There's never a time that legs don't shake. And that shake is solely stretching the hamstring. I'm going to rewrap this a little bit. And that is a perfect RDL or straight leg deadlift. Again, your legs are shaking. They're quivering the entire time, right? Something else you want to worry about, something else you want to consider. When you're down here, you go up to your knees and back down. Because up here, from here to here, is mostly lower back. This is a leg exercise, not lower back. You can do this when you're doing full deadlifts. So this is for hamstrings. And hamstrings, you get from here to here, here to here. So I do like sets of 5. I'll do 5, come up, get my breath, come back down, do another 5. And that's straight leg deadlifts. But when you do that, when you're down at the bottom, squeeze your butt in at the base, squeeze your butt, and then come up, and you'll get your gluteus maximus and your major hamstring, your what is it called? The bicep, the hamstring bicep. Can't remember the exact terminology, but when you go to the bottom, squeeze your butt, your legs almost twist in, and then pull up. And make sure you're not using your lower back. So again, the bottom, twist in, pull up. Twist in, pull up. Twist in, pull up. And make sure your legs are shaking the whole time. And that's a straight leg deadlift. Let's do some weight. I'll show you how heavy you can go. One. And then I finish up with reverse hamstring extensions. And that is another video that I'll show. That one is 3 sets, 10 reps. It's a warm down. It doesn't feel like it because your butt is on fire. It kills your ass. It is a great butt workout. Again, just like your bicep, your hamstring needs to be stretched and tensioned under load to stimulate growth. If you don't stretch the muscle and you're just putting under a load, that's like if your bicep and you're just doing curls like this. It's not going to work. It will not grow. You have to stretch the bicep and then pull it under load. Stretch the bicep and pull it under load. And that stretching pulls on the fascia, and putting blood in that muscle will help it grow and get bigger and stronger. What exercises hit what muscles? So this is important. Standing leg curls is basically hitting your hamstring only, your leg bicep. That's it. It doesn't really hit your butt at all, but that's okay because it's just a warm up. You're putting blood in the back here. You're warming up your knees. Same thing with conventional leg curls. This does hit your adductor a little more, so it's pushing more blood again into your hamstrings, and then the medial part of your hamstring, the adductor magnus, and that gives your knees to get warm, and then it gets you ready to do straight leg deadlifts. Pretty much hits all the muscles that you want. If you want to have more glute dominance, though, you can, when you're at the deepest part of the stretch, you think to yourself, squeeze your glute and then come up and it's more glute dominant. If you don't do that, it's more hamstring dominant. Just like the squat, you can change your stance, get a dramatic effect, hitting other muscles. And then reverse hamstring extension, again, hits all of the muscles, but it's more glute dominant. I think straight leg deadlifts is more hamstring dominant unless you change it. The reverse hamstring extension, though, is really a lot of lower butt. And it's that gluteus maximus that you're getting on fire. It hurts. It burns, but it works awesome. If you keep your concentration and your focus on those 4 muscle groups and those 4 exercises, stop all the bullshit. Stop all of these cable pushes and the straps around your ankles. Stop all that crazy stuff. Start squatting. Start doing straight leg deadlifts correctly. And you will see serious growth in a short period of time. Again, as I said before, if you haven't seen development and change in your physique in the last several months, you're doing something wrong. Our bodies are incredibly powerful. It takes us forever to get sick. And we can get ourselves healthy in a very short period of time. And our physique is similar to that. If you eat right, eat a whole foods diet, you work out hard, you work out with intensity, and you go in there with a goal, you know what you're going to do while you're there, get the job done, get in and get out, go home and sleep, you will see serious results. It's amazing what the body can do. I hope this was worth your time. Please, again, share, like, comment below. Please subscribe. And for those who have subscribed so far, thank you very much. I appreciate it. My name is Todd Derry. This is TD's Fat to Fit. I'll talk to you soon.